Ho, 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 ho.
Cut out the jibber jabber. Don't be babbling like a fool. Say what you got to say. That's all. Then shut your dang pie hole.
Hey everyone, welcome back. Zero Dark 30 with John. It is Monday morning. Yes, no zoo was last night because YouTube still has me locked out. We can't have a zoo unless it's truly a zoo. But have no fear, folks. We're all here still watching what is going on. And a big question that I think a lot of people have is, what is this Syria thing all about? Well, Syria, folks, it's a big part of the world. Even though it's a little country, it's in a very key location, right? Real estate, location, location, location. I tell you, it's a very confusing, and at the same time, a lot of things just make sense when you ask the right questions. One of the big questions I have is, why is Syria so important to the powers that be in Europe? Well, what they want is a oil pipeline going from the Middle East up through and into Syria, through Syria, and across Turkey and into Europe. And that is why Turkey is so involved in this. Well, also Russia is very involved in what's going on and interest. The reason? Well, they have their seaport in the Mediterranean there in Syria. And they have their pipelines that went into Europe to sell Russian oil, Russian gas, Russian energy. Funny, here we are still in the year 2024, almost 2025, and these companies are still fighting over energy, the ability to sell and make money off of power dense mud they get out of the earth called oil. That's it, folks. That's the big enchilada right there. That's Syria. Russia had its pipelines blown up in the war in Ukraine because, we need to stop Russia from being prosperous. Whereas the Middle East, they're just such good guys down there, right? Don't forget that everybody in Syria and the Middle East and the Arabian Peninsula and all the way over past India into Pakistan, and they all want to see us killed. There's no love for us, not a bit of love for us. Just remember that they'll use us and then abuse us, and that goes for everyone in the Middle East, including supposed allies. Never forget that our allies will turn on us in a second because they're not really our ally. All right, well, what else is going on in Syria? Right. Well, over the weekend, Bashar al-Assad, who's been under siege for a decade, right? The Obama administration was trying to start a war with Syria and get involved. Trump came along and put an end to the conflict there. Well, at least in and as so far as to stop supporting the violent terrorists. Back then, we had Senator John McCain, and we also had other American politicians flying over, meeting, taking pictures with terrorists, and financially supporting them. The same terrorists that you could find pictures of beheading children, capturing children in cages, and who knows what else they did that we never saw. It is a completely awful, despicable, uncivilized, cruel world over there in Syria. And the Christians that live there. Remember, Syria is just north of that place called Israel. The site of the Holy Land. Everyone now likes to think that Israel is about Judaism. Well, it's about all three major religions of the West: Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. And they all three occupy it. But Christians have been persecuted from about the time they started up. Everyone wants to kill them, and there have been times where Christians went and killed everyone else. The fun of life. Anyways, the way we look at this though right now is the Christians are a serious minority, and they are attacked ruthlessly and murdered. And Bashar al-Assad, the former leader of Syria, who is now in, oh crap, looks like we're live. Bashar al-Assad was protecting the Christians, and they're not going to be under his protection anymore. He's in asylum in Russia, I believe. At least that's what the reports are saying. So it is quite fantastic, folks, what is happening in Syria and what it means to world religion, world peace, world domination, energy, the cost of energy, the financing of our country, the World Economic Forum, the financing of Russia, China, energy. It is a linchpin in the scales of balance. And it's quite fascinating. Welcome, everyone. Good morning. Didn't mean to scare anyone or wake you all up with the live broadcast. I just forgot to hit the button that tells Jolene to get everything handled when she wakes up. We should have by tonight, at least by this afternoon, sometime today, by golly, be let out of the corner. I can take my free speech dunce cap off. And good golly, person. 3-lane highway, and someone's got to rip up behind me like they're going to push me off the road. Fucking jackasses. Even in the middle of the night, jackasses. All right. And you got a taillight out, you dickhead. Okay. Hey, we're back. Anyways, it's a huge linchpin, Syria. What it means to the world and the balance of power, the decisions that are made. Now, General Wesley Clark, way back in the Biden administration. Nope, I'm sorry, Obama. I get them mixed up so easy. Yeah, the Obama administration, way back then. He retired, General Clark, that is. And he let everyone know what the plan is, how we were going to go into this war and 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 the next war and all that. And then, well, Trump won the election. Hillary did not get her chance. And it seems to me that the uniparty presidents feel that a great honor of theirs in serving the country is to send men to war to die and to kill others. That really puts a feather in their cap. They want to be that kind of heroic warrior type. But anyone can go to war, folks. Keeping the peace, now that's a trick. In any event, Syria is huge. It is going to play out. And before I check out, the United States, who wanted this to happen, has been funding these Syrian rebels that took over. The U.S. is now carpet bombing the fuck out of parts of Syria. I wonder who and I wonder what they are bombing in specific. I'll bet you it's to cover their tracks and cover their asses.